Hello everyone, I'm Chris Williams and welcome to my video blog for Tuesday the 5th of October 2010. In today's blog I'm going to be talking about the Tea Party that is sweeping to popularity in America, and in particular Christine O'Donnell, who is in the news for going on the air to make it clear that she's not a witch. Quite bizarre that. So I'll be blogging about my opinions on the Tea Party and Miss O'Donnell herself. Also, very briefly, before I start my blog, I'd like to inform you, if you haven't already heard of this, but this is breaking news as I start this blog. But at a press conference today, the head of the Commonwealth Games, got his name here, Suresh Kalmardi, he has thanked Princess Diana for attending the opening ceremony of the Delhi Commonwealth Games, even though, of course, she passed away in 1997, so that's getting a lot of media attention at the moment, a case of someone saying something that made themselves look stupid, and indeed that underpins the topic of this blog. As I say, Christine O'Donnell making herself look stupid in front of the media, so stick with me. So yes, Christine O'Donnell, the Tea Party candidate, she's throwing up the traditional Republican candidate for my America. I'm in Britain, of course, so I don't know much about American politics, but I take an interest whenever it's mentioned on the news. So, Christine O'Donnell, who is she exactly? It appears that she's, like my son, that she's a very right-wing person. She is against abortion. I've got on Wikipedia here about it. It appears that she's very controversial, and this is essentially what I'm going to talk about. There's a lot of things that she has said where she's made herself look stupid, even though I get the gist of what she's talking about. She preaches sexual abstinence. Well, yes, I agree with that. And says it that she has gone through a history in the past of sexual relationships, hence that's why she's now abstinent. So some might say she's a Bible basher, but this is the kind of attitude that I like. I know in the video that she released to the media today, she says that a lot of people have said things about her which are not true, but if she has said herself what is recorded on Wikipedia, then it appears that she has the right idea on how you should behave in a Catholic society, but no. Essentially, what I'm trying to say is that the way she's going about communicating, the way she's going about preaching what she wants to talk about, is opening herself up to ridicule, and this could be damaging for the Republican Party, in my opinion. Of course, that is what many pundits are saying. She's against pornography and premarital sex. Yes, I agree with that. Against abortion. Yeah, sometimes I wish I lived in America, but what she appears to be saying on Wikipedia I've read so far is something that I agree with. I noticed before I started this book that she has got a record of standing in Senate elections previously, but failed to get herself elected. Of course, the media are reflecting on that now as she tries to bid for the current contest. Joe Biden doesn't particularly like her. She challenged him previously in the Delaware 2008 Senate election. She was behind by a margin of 2-1. I understand that she's slightly behind in the current contest. She ended the 2008 campaign with $23,000 worth of debt. And right now she still owes money to those who worked on her campaigns previously, it says here. She's criticised reckless government bending. You're bound to know this already if you're American, because this blog is mainly appealing to those of you who might not know much about Christine O'Donnell, particularly not the case here in the United Kingdom where I'm from, so you might be curious to know more. She's shown elements of sexism, say media commentators. Well, I wouldn't say that sexual abstinence is a sexist view. She's endorsed by the National Rifle Association. That's something I don't support. I'm against the use of guns. You'll know from previous videos that I've recorded on YouTube that what are the point of guns? Like, they're clearly designed to kill people. Of course, killing is wrong. There's a strange that someone who is a Christian, like Christine O'Donnell, she's against murder, but she endorses weapons with which you can kill creatures. No, I was wrong when I said she's behind. Apparently, she's ahead of the Democrat Senator candidate Chris Coons by a margin of 41 to 39. That was a poll in July 2010. Because she's been criticised by Karl Rove. That is one particular fact that us living in Britain know about. She's quite a controversial Tea Party candidate, and that's what makes the story of the Tea Party quite interesting for us outsiders. Financial controversies. She's been subject of lawsuits, gender discrimination complaint against the previous employers, wrongful termination allegations. She claimed to have studied postmodernism in the New Millennium at Oxford University, but is claimed to be misleading by the Washington Post. Not affiliated with the Open University, apparently. She claims that she was working towards a master's degree at Princeton University, but then acknowledged that she hasn't been there. So, lying about her educational history, apparently, because she has said that a lot has been said about it isn't true, but because that she does this up in knots from time to time. She's had a LinkedIn profile. I hope I pronounced that correctly. I know quite a lot of people on that, but I'm not on myself. She's got a lot of controversial opinions, some of which I agree with. Like, she's against human cloning. She's against embryonic stem cell research. She's in favour of simplifications of the tax code. A typical British conservative here, apart from the thing to do with support from the National Rifle Association. She won't support Mitch McConnell as the Republican leader on the Senate if she's elected. Like myself, she's for creationism being taught in public schools. She's against the theory of evolution. She says that masturbation is sinful. I agree with that. What she's saying is consistent with official Roman Catholic doctrine. Because she has worked previously for Fox News, I understand from my reading. She says that homosexuals have an identity disorder. That's one typical comment where I see where she's coming from, but you can't very well say that in the public domain, because that will only upset people, particularly if you're trying to run for election. So I feel that, and this is true for Sarah Palin to some extent, these people have good intentions, but they make themselves look ridiculous when they voice their opinions. So I think this is true for all politicians. Sometimes you have to refrain from saying what you think if you want to be elected. Otherwise, you're only going to upset people and make yourself look silly and damage your political party's chances. So I'll be very interested to see what the outcome is of the November Senate and Congress elections in America. Because some say it's an indicator as to whether President Obama will be hanging around for a second term. I don't think he will be, but the Tea Party looks like it's going to be damaging the Republican Party at the moment. So whoever's the Republican Party candidate in the eventual presidential election, I think that they might be giving Mr. Obama the keys to the White House unopposed. But you're entitled to give your opinion if you're still watching watching. You can contact me on Twitter, but I am ChrisAlfW. Apologies, this has been a rather tedious blog. This has been mainly an opportunity to investigate who is Christine O'Donnell and what the Tea Party is all about. Christine O'Donnell, of course, the most famous Tea Party member known of here in the United Kingdom, apart from Sarah Palin. Hard to say if she's a Tea Party champion or a Tea Party member. I know Glenn Beck is another such controversial figure. But it'll be interesting to see if these people get in to power with the support of right-wing America, and what consequences this might have for the rest of the world over a period of years. Okay, thanks for your time, and I hope you join for more videos over the next few days, weeks and months. Until next time, it's